So today, I want to give you 3 tips that are going to help you make your iPhone pretty much unstealable. As a matter of fact, if somebody actually did successfully acquire your phone without your knowledge, it would be so frustrating because they would not be able to sell it, they would not be able to use it, and they would not be able to do anything with it. And the best part is, you could actually just reacquire your phone with the help of law enforcement, or if you're from the streets, you can simply just go get your phone, my G. Hi, my name is Kagan, and welcome back to Kagan Tech. Okay, tip number 1. You want to completely disable your lock screen swipe down. What that means is you want to go into your settings, go into Face ID and passcodes, enter your passcode, then scroll down until you see the allow access when locked, and then you want to disable today's view and search, notification center, and control center. Another 3 things you want to disable are probably wallet, return missed calls, and accessories. Now, these things are going to make sure nothing can be done from the lock screen of your phone. Beyond using lock screen rejects and reply messages and maybe just answering a call, nobody can actually get into your phone. This is important because the first thing a thief wants to do when they actually acquire your phone is to simply swipe down and then put your phone in airplane mode. So now they can't do that.
Sorry, my phone was on airplane mode.
They pretty much can't do anything if you actually follow this tip. So let's move on to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to use an eSIM.
Oh, God.
I know. eSIMs are very stressful and cumbersome to come by, especially in third world countries. But if you use an eSIM, here are the most interesting advantages. Now imagine this was your phone and I stole it. Okay, now I can't swipe down on your home screen. The next thing I want to do is get a SIM ejector tool and pull out your SIM card, so now you can no longer reach that phone. But if you use an eSIM, there is no physical SIM to get rid of, so that phone continues to be accessible to you, which means you can track its location and you can actually call it at any time and try to negotiate getting your phone back from whoever did acquire it from you.
Hello, are you there?
Can be incredibly frustrating when you steal a 14 Pro Max or a 15 Pro Max and you can't sell it, nobody's gonna buy it off you. And you keep getting phone calls and text messages from the person who owns the phone because they still have access to the phone. And this directly ties into tip number 3, which is use a SIM pin. Now, understandably, before you do use a SIM pin, you want to make sure that you actually have the POC number for your phone's SIM card. That is whether you're using an eSIM or a physical SIM. This prevents a lot of big problems going forward, especially if you're somebody who does bank transactions with your phone. You don't want somebody to actually get access to that SIM card and then wipe out all your bank accounts.
Money's gone.
Especially in this day and age where USSD is a thing. So think about this. Your primary SIM card that you use for all your banking transactions is probably in your phone, right? Cool. And then you probably saved your bank account in your phone. Even if you didn't, they can try a bunch of USSD codes for different banks to try and figure out what bank you're using and then gradually transfer out all your money from your account. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Fabulous.
There is also the fact that this SIM card is probably what you use to receive OTPs, right? So if I took the SIM card and there was no SIM pin from your phone and I put it in a smaller phone, like a Nokia 3310 or something, a polyphonic phone, I have access to all those OTPs, I can change those passwords, and I can get access to anything I want to get access to. But of course, I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to tell you the things you need to do to protect yourself, your money, your bank account, and your phone from completely getting wiped out and acquired from you. Now, if this video has been helpful to you, please don't forget to leave a like and actually click the subscribe button because that helps the channel a bunch. Thank you. Now, of course, I said 3 tips, but I have a bonus tip that's actually very, very important. This one actually pretty much guarantees that that phone will be useless to anybody else except you. So bonus tip is to actually use screen time. Now, think about this for a second. If it's impossible for somebody to get rid of your Apple ID from your phone, it means they can't sell it, it means they can't use it, it means they can't do anything with that phone. So the way to actually set up screen time and make sure nobody else can change anything on your phone, including removing your Apple ID from that phone, is to simply go into settings, scroll down till you see screen time, and then scroll down till you see lock screen time settings. When you click on lock screen time settings, you have an option to create a passcode. Now, my advice is to create a passcode that's not the same passcode as the one that you use for your phone. It needs to be different because for somebody to get access to this point, they probably already knew your phone's passcode, right? You weren't very careful with it. Anyways, after you create the passcode that's different from your phone's passcode, you want to go back into content and restriction settings and then turn on content and privacy restrictions. Then you can decide to disallow a bunch of things. You can disallow passcode changes, account changes, mobile data changes, driving focus changes, photo changes, contact changes, location services changes. Like, you can prevent them from pretty much doing anything on the phone from screen time. And once that's done, now your phone is pretty much a vault and nobody can steal it. And if they do manage to steal it, it's useless because it's unsellable, it's unusable, it's untransferable, nothing. The only way that phone could be useful to somebody who eventually steals it would be to take it apart and actually sell some parts of it that are still useful to other people, like maybe the camera module or the battery or I don't know, the screen or something. Even that, I'm not sure it's going to work on another phone, but don't quote me on that. With these 3.5 tips, I think your phone should be practically unstealable at this point. But thank you so much for watching, and I guess I will see you on another video that was shot by Kagan. You're welcome.